need another score to pop up. They'll try to get Harper hot if they can. Williams, he's been cold. That's his first points of the game.
And right now, Lenny Wilkins has gone with his quick unit, moved Elo to the quick forward spot. Harper's back at the guard position, so they're trying to get their fast break going a little bit.
Look at Oakley. Doherty's got to learn how to step in on that, Tommy.
He thought he could probably block it from behind, but he just misjudged where the ball was going to be put off the glass.
Couldn't hit at the other end either. And Elo underneath committed his third personal.
Team's third.
Earlier today in the Boston Garden, so the Celtics will take that 2-0 lead into Madison Square Garden. I believe that Game 3 is Wednesday night in Manhattan. Price trying to come in behind. Look at Jordan stay with the dribble that time. Off the miss now, and it was Grant and Williams with a strong defensive play. Got all ball that time. Price to the attack for the Cavaliers, and they shift to Doherty, who is fouled, and he'll step up to that free throw line.
Cleveland has, when Corzine is in the game, a speed advantage at the center spot, but Corzine wasn't in there that time, and Oakley and Grant almost picked off that pass to Doherty, who was trying to streak up the middle for the layup. I'll tell you, this man has been hustle, hustle, hustle.
Now Brad Doherty, drafted #1 after Philadelphia traded the rights for the 7-footer in exchange for Roy Henson.
Was that a misjudgment?
Boy, it sure was.
This kid might be the smartest big man that I've seen come into the game at his center position in about 20 years, and that's a long, long time. He reads defenses, and he's just 22 years old. He's going to become sensational down there.
Cavs trailing Jordan and the Bulls by 3. 8:20 to go. Jackson off the fake. Sanders is with him defensively. Doherty's rebound. The Cavaliers can pull to within 1. Off the fake, Price is fouled. Now that's 2 on Vincent.
That's his second.
You might expect Price is a great free throw shooter coming up to that line.
They have been shadowing Mark Price, not letting him get out beyond that three-point line and get that outside shot working. So that's taken Vincent out of their team defense because he's just in Price's jersey.
You know, Kevin Johnson was drafted to be the point man for Cleveland, but Lenny Wilkins liked what he saw in Price, so Johnson was included in that big trade with Phoenix, and Price has been a little bit more comfortable. His father, Denny, is recovering. Some medical problems down in Oklahoma. Ian at Oklahoma, I'm sure he's watching. Wanted to say hello to the family. 87-86, Bulls up by 1. We're at the 8-minute mark. Should be Jordan time. Knocked away off the miss. Crowd thought he was fouled. Price quickly to the attack. Sanders. And it goes against Cleveland.
And Michael Jordan almost swatted that shot away.
That's the 5th personal foul on Sanders. So the action underway. What about these playoffs? Saturday we got a game, Tommy, then a doubleheader on Sunday.
Well, the other interesting series to me is Washington and Detroit. I mean, Detroit just sneaked one out last night by 1 point at the buzzer.
Did you see that shot by Isaiah?
Isaiah off the glass. It just luckily went in. So that thing is going to Washington. And if Washington played Detroit so tough there, they'll be able to win 2 down there in the Capitol Center.
Isn't that a planned play by Coach Daly at Detroit? I mean,
you don't diagram plays like that. All you can do is say, give him the ball, and let's see what he does with it.
What's the odds on Daly becoming the general manager of Philadelphia? I want to start the latest rumor here.
Well, a lot of people think that might be in the optic. You know, he's a Philadelphia guy and likes it, but very delicate situation, too, at Detroit, balancing some egos on that ball club.
Doug Collins is getting the timeout situation squared away with Darryl Gerritsen. That's why the play was held up. They were having a brief conversation. Now it's all set here. 7:40, 87-86. Chicago by 1. With the 7 inside of 7:40 now left in regulation. Oakland misfired. into the hands of Williams. And boy, look at Price apply the pressure. And Harper comes back with him and hits that rolling layup. And here they are, Tommy.
For such a young team, they have got a real gutsy attitude. They don't roll over. They don't submit to adversity whatsoever.
Now Vincent comes back. One for Price, and this time it's Vincent's turn to penetrate. So the 2 point guards running the show here. Doherty's high pass pulled down. And Harper will take one from the wing.
Ron Harper.
A double team took the ball out of Doherty's hands, but Cleveland moved it around beautifully to get Harper that outside shot.
Well, the lead changes hands again. 90 to 89. Cavs over to Bulls. Harper taking Jordan. Price helps out. They'll try to find the open man. It's Vincent into the hands of Grant.
Lenny Wilkens saying as soon as Jordan gets the ball, we're going to run a second guy right at him, try to take the ball out of his hands. And that time it got to Vincent, and he just went to the hoop.
Lead has changed hands 8 times second half. Williams jump pass to Doherty.
Doherty with great position on the much smaller Charles Oakley.
Putting the Cavs back up. Now Collins will use a timeout. He'll bring the Bulls over at the 5:57 mark. 92-91. Cleveland up by a point. All right, and here it's 92-91. Patrick, 5:57 to go, and let's take another look at that play you were talking about.
If anybody is going to win playoffs, it's got to be a team that can produce inside. And here the Bulls are saying, we are not going to let you get to that inside game coming down the stretch. You're going to take it out of Doherty's hands with double team. They move it around. And nice patience by Cleveland, but they end up with the outside shot. Now, both Price, who's being shadowed, will be a factor in that type of strategy because he probably, their best outside shooter, will not get it, and Harper will probably have to hit it.
Hey, Tommy, you know what? As we take a look at the game reset, you know what referee Garrettson just asked me?
No.
Have we got the Denver-Seattle audience yet? Those West Coast referees, they want their family and friends to make sure they see them on TV to know they're working.
You shouldn't be telling tales out of school like that.
92-91. Inside. Jordan has it rejected by Nance. Whale of a game by Larry Nance. Now Price on the right side. Doherty out to screen for him. Brings Vincent with him and gives it back to the young center. Couldn't hit the runner. Now it's Jordan. And as he came down, Price fouled him.
Now Price would have no chance. He angled him off, but once Jordan would go airborne, Price would not be a factor in defending him, so he wisely fouled Jordan.
Talk about the most improved players in the league. Mark Price has got to be one of them. Pounding Vincent right now. Jordan given a lot of room. Doherty couldn't get there in time.
Barzine just put a super pick on Ron Harper, and Harper never did get out to Michael Jordan.
Price works the baseline. Short. Didn't look like he was comfortable from that spot, and he might be just a touch tired right now. Helps on the double team. Vincent to the fake. Pounding on the inside is Oakley. Ball knocked away. Oakley wanted to foul. That's what he's barking about.
Oakley last year had difficulty catching the passes on that type of play. This year his hand's much better, but he can't power the ball through against those big trees inside.
Wilkens, being the visiting coach, wanted the defense in front of him in the second half. Great rundown by Grant off the missed shot. Hustling rebound.
I just think Horace Grant is going to be an all-star player here. He does so many things, and they haven't even exploited his scoring potential yet.